In the middle of the 20th century, Harlem stood at a breaking point. Tension filled the streets. Anger simmered in the air. Police sirens echoed through neighborhoods already under pressure. City officials believed Harlem was out of control. So the mayor made a decision. A dangerous one. He prepared to mobilize force, a show of power meant to crush unrest, silence resistance, and remind Harlem who was in charge. But before boots hit the pavement, before rifles lined the streets, one phone call stopped everything. And that call came from a man with no official title. No badge. No political office. His name was Ellsworth Bumpy Johnson. To understand why the city nearly declared war on Harlem, you have to understand Harlem itself. By the 1930s, 1950s, Harlem was more than a neighborhood. It was the cultural heart of Black America, a symbol of pride, resistance, and survival. And, to city officials, a problem area. Overcrowding, poverty, police brutality, limited opportunity. Harlem residents lived under constant pressure and the police presence was often hostile. Small incidents escalated quickly. And when they did, Harlem reacted. From City Hall's perspective, Harlem was unpredictable. Officials feared riots, organized resistance, loss of control. They didn't see families. They didn't see workers. They saw numbers and headlines. And when unrest threatened to spill beyond Harlem, the mayor considered his strongest option: force. Plans were quietly discussed. Increased police, military-style patrols, National Guard standby. To Harlem, this would look like an occupation. Bumpy Johnson did not hold public office. But he held something far more powerful: influence. By this time, Bumpy had become a mediator between Harlem and the underworld, a stabilizing force in the streets, a man both feared and respected. He had relationships with community leaders, street figures, politicians, even federal authorities. When trouble brewed in Harlem, people didn't just call the police. They called Bumpy. This is the part most people misunderstand. Bumpy Johnson was not respected because he was violent. He was respected because he kept order. Violence was bad for business. Chaos brought attention. Attention brought crackdowns. Bumpy understood that if Harlem exploded, everyone would lose. The mayor knew this too. Whether they admitted it publicly or not, city officials understood one thing: if Bumpy couldn't calm Harlem, no one could. Tensions peaked. A spark, accounts vary. A police incident. A protest. A rumor moving too fast. Crowds gathered. Police lines tightened. National Guard units were alerted. Orders were nearly given. This was the moment Harlem feared most. According to multiple accounts and Harlem oral history, Bumpy Johnson made a call. Not a threat. Not a demand. A warning. He reportedly told city officials, in calm terms, if troops enter Harlem, people will panic. If people panic, someone will die. And once blood is spilled, no one will control what happens next. Bumpy's words carried weight because he had stopped violence before. He knew the streets better than any official. He could de-escalate faster than force ever could. The mayor faced a choice: send in soldiers, or trust a man the system publicly condemned but privately relied on. The decision was made. The guard stayed back. Harlem calmed. Not overnight. Not perfectly. But it didn't burn. No mass arrests. No occupation. No bloodshed. Bumpy Johnson went back to the shadows. No press conference. No credit. That's how power really works. This story doesn't make Bumpy Johnson a saint. He was involved in crime. He caused harm. He broke the law. But in moments like this, he also protected lives, prevented violence, acted where institutions failed. History is complicated. And so was Bumpy Johnson. The mayor had authority. The police had weapons. But that night, the man who saved Harlem was the one who understood it. One phone call didn't change history, but it stopped it from becoming worse.